What up, though, YouTube? Artie Ziff, Pop the Boys, WWE Tag Team Champions quiz. Before we officially get into this, I think this is going to be the hardest quiz we've taken so far. We got 8 minutes to guess 192. My thing is here, it starts in 2022 and then it ends in December. So are we talking about the tag champions that are like which tag belt lineage are we talking about? Are we talking about the ones that the War Raiders have right now, or are we talking about the ones that DAY has right now? But it's only one way to find out. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to go Gargano. No. Okay, so let's go Eric. Okay, let's go Ivar. And then they won those belts from the Judgment Day, right? So they won those from Balor and McDonough. Let's come back to that. We know who they won them from. And then that version of the Judgment Day, did they win the belts from Cody and Jay? Well, I know if I fill in Uso, that's going to be a lot of answers. I know, Finn and Damian had those belts. Who did they lose? Was it Awesome Truth that they lost the belts to? It wasn't Miz and Awesome Truth? I guess I have to put the full R-Truth. Okay. We still have to figure out how to spell McDonough, but Finn Balor and Damian Priest got those belts from Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I don't know why I'm typing so slow. I guess it's the nerves. The Usos had those belts for forever. They won those from RK Bro. I do remember that. And did they win those belts from like Theory and Waller or something like that? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and put Dawkins and let's put the Street Profits because I know that they won them some point in this time. Did they win those from AJ and Omos? AJ and okay, so not that was like WrestleMania, like right when they first got crowds back. So now I try to have to remember those tag champions like during the pandemic, which is going to be gross. We can go ahead and guess the New Day. So let's just put Kingston. Let's put Woods. Let's put Big E. See if that feels in the end. Okay. Well, it's actually they got Freebird rules up there. And I think I remember them. I think didn't they win those from the Hurt Business, the Syndicate now. Was Cedric Alexander. Okay. Now Dawkins and Ford, I feel like they won those belts from what's the dude's names? I'm trying to think of Pandemic. Was it Los Lotharios? Were they named now? They're part of Santos' group now. Is it Garza? No, they didn't have it. Who had the belts like at the start of the pandemic? The Monday Night Messiah. It was Rollins and Murphy. You got to think Rollins got a lot of random tag partners in here that he won the belt with. So you got to put Ambrose in there. You got to put Reigns in there. You got to put Jason Jordan in there. And I feel like Seth had one more random tag partner that he won the belts. It was a Strowman. It was Braun Strowman. Okay, and then was the kid? What was the kid's name? That Braun Strowman won the belts with. It was like Nick or something. We'll come back to that later. And I just because we're on that thought, I know that they won those belts from Sheamus and Cesaro because I love the bar. And now that we're thinking of Cesaro, we can also think of Tyson Kidd somewhere in there. Okay. So, we're already like halfway done, bro. Good lord. Okay, so I remember Ziggler had the belts with Rude somewhere around this time. I'm just trying to go backwards and think of how many teams that we can think of. You also had the Revival during that time. I think their names were Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. And now that we said their names, I can't remember their AEW names now. It'll come to me at some point. I'm just trying to think of tag champs. You had Gallows and Anderson in there. Hawkins and Ryder had a random run in like the late 2010s for some reason. Also, I might be putting up a video later for in regards to Matt Cardona. It's already a short up, but I'm thinking making like a long form video. Gable had those belts on more than one. He had it with Shorty. Who was he with Is it Otis? Was he with Otis then? Okay. I didn't know if that was already like American Alpha period. I know AOP had a run at some point. Seth. I think Ziggler had a run with McIntyre too. I remember because the day they broke up when they had that steel cage match against each other. I was actually at that Monday Night Raw. We also got, let's just put the Hardys in there. I know they'll fill in a lot, but I was actually thinking about the Deleters of Worlds. And then I think Harper. No, it wasn't Bray and Hart. I think it was Bray and Orton. Braun Strowman and that random kid. Okay, so 2015. I remember the New Day lost the belts randomly to, and then they won them right back. Was it? I thought it was the Bar that they lost to. No, no, they ended up losing to the Bar to set that record. It was the Primetime Players. It was the Primetime Players. O'Neal. Okay. See, we got early 2000s is what we really like need to worry about. So let's go. We already got Miz in here, right? Miz and Morrison. Yeah, Big Show, Jericho, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. I'm trying to think of like, cause like I say in all these quizzes, this era 2008, 9, 10, I was not watching. But I'm just trying to think of like Ruthless Aggression era, my childhood, who was winning. I know you had Batista and Rey Mysterio in there. Mysterio. Guerrero. I think he had it with Edge too. Okay. Is Christian in there at all? No. Dudley's in there at all? Okay, we got the Dudleys. Who else can we think of? Mercury. Okay, and they already put Nitro in when I put in Morrison. Just trying to think of like random tag teams from that era. I remember having the belts. I remember the Bashams had it. Didn't Orlando Jordan have it? Was that his name? The dude that was the US champ with JBL. Let's try to think. We had La Resistance. What was it? Rene Dupree and Sylvain Grenier. Also, going back to that Strowman, I could have sworn that kid's name was Nick, bro. Was it Nick with an H? Nicholas? There we go. I knew it was Nick, bro. I knew I wasn't crazy. I remember he had it with Rod Van Dam too. Rey Mysterio had those belts with Rod Van Dam. We already had Shelton Benjamin in there. What about Charlie Haas? What about Billy Gunn and down there, Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. I remember they had that random run like during that Authority era. They already put Chavo Guerrero in there. Let's see a bash. We already put Shelton Benjamin. Tajiri had the belts with Eddie Guerrero, I believe it was. Just trying to think everybody from the SmackDown 6. Okay. We guess about everybody from the SmackDown 6. We're missing a few teams in here. What's some random teams we could just throw out there? Let's see, like maybe Too Cool. Scotty Too Hottie. Okay. We only got 5. I think we did way better than I was expecting to do, but this was still tough. We got 84%. Like I said, the goal on these quizzes is to get at least 80, and I think I did way better than I thought. Let's see if there's any of these that I should be upset with. Billy Kidman, Suzuki, Road Warrior Heidenreich. No. Matt Hardy, MVP being Matt Hardy's tag partner. I should have gotten that because that's like right around the time I stopped watching wrestling. But I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion. One of my favorite rivalries of all time is MVP and Matt Hardy. Deuce and Domino, the Colognes, Dave Hart. I wasn't watching wrestling at all during this time. Otunga, Evan Bourne, see any of this stuff? Big Show and Kane and Daniel Bryan and Kane, I definitely fumbled on those. Miz and Mizdow, I definitely fumbled on that because I remember those vividly. That's back when I was already watching wrestling, and I couldn't spell JD McDonough, so I'm not even counting that. But I think outside of me missing those Kane tag teams and Mizdow, I think we did pretty damn good. All right, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, subscribe. I don't know what's going on with TikTok, so I may continue to upload on TikTok as well as putting shorts here. Still working on long form videos here, but I probably won't have those up on the channel until I move. So we'll keep getting these quizzes. We'll keep having short form content, but as far as long form content and match previews and podcasts and all different kind of things like that, I probably wouldn't expect those until around like March, April-ish on the channel. But I appreciate y'all staying subbed up. I appreciate y'all watching the videos. I appreciate y'all staying locked in. Y'all know the drill, man. Be there or be scared. You know why? Y'all not gonna be around, yo. Peace.